Good morning, class. Professor Thompson here. I want to officially say welcome to Speech 1100, and I'm so very happy to have the semester start today. Hopefully most of you are logging in today and checking out this video for the very first time. Others of you might wait a day or two before logging in and seeing what the class is all about. But I want to welcome all of you to Speech 1100 Net 02, which will be a 16-week course for the spring 2014 year. Really excited to get started today and get the semester rolling. It's always great to start a new semester. I have a few initial announcements and some things that I wanted to share with you this morning, just to touch base with all of you and encourage you to provide feedback to me if you have it. So the first thing I want to say is that the syllabus is up, the course schedule is up, Blackboard is open. Make sure that you're kind of perusing around and checking out the different links. One of the organization methods that I really try and use is to keep things as simple as possible. So on the left-hand side of Blackboard, you're going to notice a series of links. And those links are going to take you directly to the needs that you're going to have each and every week of the semester, the term. So it's going to start with announcements, which will be pretty regular. Some of them will be video announcements, such as this. Then we've got syllabus and the course schedule. We've got access to the ebook. And then we start all of the weekly tabs. And so each week you can click on each of those tabs and it's going to provide for you all of the materials for that specific week. And then as you go down a little bit further, you're going to notice that there's help links if you have a question about Blackboard, or you need to send an email to a classmate, or you want contact information for myself. All of that stuff is provided a little bit lower down past the weekly tabs. And then we conclude with other things such as handouts, and I think for many of you, the grading section where your grades will be posted online. So make sure you click through a variety of those different links. One of the things that I noticed last night as I was kind of trying to check some final aspects of the course was that some of my modules that I have for course completion are closed. So I need to go in and fix a few of those links. So if something is not working right away today, don't worry. Everything will be A-OK, 100% ready to go by at least tomorrow. But I think importantly, the syllabus is up, the schedule is up, the things that you need for the first week here as we get started is all ready to go. Some of those minor date revision things are things that will be an ongoing process, as always takes place in an online class. So anyway, I want to welcome you, and I want you to get started right away checking some things out, especially that syllabus and schedule. I will also provide some tutorial information as we move along. The first week is not going to be overly stressful. I want you to be relaxed. I want you to be happy that you're in this class. I want you to be really thinking about how you're going to set yourself up for success. And I want you to familiarize yourself with all of the course tools and all of the expectations for each of the weeks. I will try and provide weekly videos at the very minimum to really guide you and walk you through the course so that you can see a face and you can hear a voice, and it's not just typing over the internet, and you're able to connect with me a little bit more in that fashion. So these video announcements should be a regular thing as we continue throughout the course, and I would encourage you to email questions that you have back to me. One of the things that you will notice is that I do have a Skype address on my syllabus, and I would encourage you to take advantage of whenever my office hours are, if you can, and Skype with me. Or if you have questions or concerns, we can always set up a Skype video appointment to discuss any issues in a face-to-face manner, but through a computer-mediated means. It's always a great tool for some synchronous communication. So don't be afraid if you do have Skype and you know how to use Skype. Let's use that as a tool to make you more connected to this class and answer your questions more quickly. In this class, Speech 1100, there is an Illinois state requirement that you give 3 presentations. And so it doesn't matter what speech class you're in, I want you to understand that you have that minimum requirement. Whether it's a face-to-face class, whether it's an online class, there's a state of Illinois requirement that you have to give 3 presentations. Now, as an online class, how does that happen? Well, it can be a little tricky. And so there's really 2 methods that you can do this. One, we have set up 3 dates throughout the term that you can come to campus and you can deliver your presentations. And those are clearly indicated in the syllabus. For the spring 2014 term, for my class, I believe it's February 10th, March 24th, and May 5th. And so I have presentations that would be delivered on each of those days. And I have a 3-hour block where you come in and everybody who is in the class that wants to come to the classroom atmosphere comes together for 3 hours, and we have a variety of presentations. We've got a great audience. And quite frankly, I have found that a large number of students really enjoy coming to campus to deliver the presentations. There is a small percentage of students who want to complete this course completely online, and you can do that. So I don't want you to think that those face-to-face sessions are absolutely mandatory. It's part of the beauty of technology and cameras and the internet is that you can complete a class like this completely online. Now, there are a few state of Illinois requirements. Remember, these aren't Professor Thompson requirements, these are not COD requirements, these are state of Illinois requirements about how many people you have to have in an audience, what kind of location you need to deliver a speech in, if you're going to complete the class fully online. So make sure you look at the syllabus, and if you have questions about those state of Illinois requirements for you to complete the class completely online, make sure you ask questions to me quickly, and we can take care of those. I want you to be happy, I want you to be successful, and I believe that we can make that happen this term. So whether you choose to come to campus or whether you choose to complete this course completely online, I just want you to know that 18 weeks from now on the calendar, 16 academic weeks, I want you to be successful, and we're both working for the same thing here. I think one of the most important things that I can tell you in this opening video is take a breath, relax, okay? There's going to be a lot of ups and downs in the class, there's going to be a lot of lulls in the class, but there's also going to be some moments where you really have to buckle down and get some stuff done. But above all, relax. I really want to work with you, I want you to be successful. There are some deadlines that you have to hit, but I think that I've set things up in a very manageable way. Okay? I will tell you that the first 3 weeks are probably the most intense for the course. However, I'm hoping that as you get started in the class, this is the time when you're really invigorated and you want to get started and you want to get involved. And so by completing a few more things, we're really kind of hitting you when you're strongest as we get out of the gate. But it's also important to know that part of the reason why the first 3 semesters might be a little bit more cumbersome is because it's the initial chapters in the book that lead up to the public speaking aspect. So there's really 4 chapters that you need to look at in order to be successful in that first presentation. And so typically if you look at the schedule, there's a chapter a week. In the first couple weeks, there's 2 chapters a week, simply because those are the ones that you need to look at and get through before that February 10th presentation. And so it's not like I'm trying to come after you and make things tough out of the gate for you. I just want you to realize there's a rhyme and a reason for why it's set up with a couple extra chapters at the very beginning. I don't want to scare anybody off. I want to be honest and upfront with you. And above all, remember, I said, relax. You're going to be fine. You're going to get through it. And I know that you can. As you read through the policies in the syllabus, again, relax. Understand that you can make it through the course and you can be very successful. So we can stick with it. and make sure you're communicating back to me if there's something I can help you with. One of the things I would request of you is if you're considering dropping the class and you're thinking that maybe this class isn't for you, please, please, please contact me. Let's have a face-to-face conversation. Let's have a phone conversation at the very minimum to talk about why you might be thinking about dropping the course. And maybe there's something that I can tell you that might reassure you in some way. Or I might be able to help develop a plan so that you can be successful. Maybe you have a schedule change at work. Maybe you have a life situation, a family situation that's going on. Maybe some goals or priorities have changed. But how can we get you through the course? You've paid for the course. You've got a seat that is highly coveted because these internet classes fill up very quickly. So now that you've paid for the course and you've got a highly coveted seat, let's get you through the class. Okay? All right, so I think that's really it for today. But I will be in touch. I'll probably post another video tomorrow. And just so you kind of get in the routine of understanding that I'll communicate with you regularly and that you can expect some things. But I think for today, make sure you're clicking on some buttons, make sure you're checking things out, and if you have those initial conversations and questions and things that I can help you with, make sure that you shoot those my way, okay? Welcome again, take care, and we'll talk to you all very, very soon.